What's going on, you guys? Wow. Excellent fight between David Benavidez, El Monstro, right? El Monstro, the Mexican monster, and dancing David Morrell, man. Excellent fight. Salute to everybody in the building, man. We got to talk about it. How this fight played out. Did it go out the way? Did it play out the way you expected it to play out? Did the man did you pick win, right? I told you guys, man, I had a feeling David Benavidez was going to win this fight. It was just something was telling me he was going to win a fight, but it was a really good fight. One of the better fights that I've seen this year in 2025. Actually, yeah, this year just started off, and this is probably, yeah, this is starting the year off right. Salute to everybody in the building. Dave Benavidez gets the job done against David Morrell Jr. Salute to Hollow Ninja for the super chat. He says, Bushido boxing to eternity. We are here forever, bro. Salute to you, man. Really great fight, bro. I really got nothing bad to say about it. Like I told you guys, I had no horse in the race. I was rooting for really both guys, but I told you guys that I felt that Morrell was a little rough around the edges, and you seen what I was talking about tonight. He just seems to be pretty rough around the edges, um, and he seemed to have just the pressure from Benavidez seemed to really got to Morrell Jr. like I expected. Right, the pressure he just applies in that ring is just ridiculous, and Morrell just eventually he just wasn't throwing as many punches. He started fighting back in spurts at times. It was a really good fight, man. It was a really good fight. Back and forth fight early on. Probably the first half of the fight was pretty much tit for tat, back and forth, and then Benavidez took off from there like he typically does. Salute to everybody in the building, man. What's next for Benavidez? You said Benavidez' power don't translate to 175. Nah, he don't have that same crushing power, but you said you lost 50 bands. I told you, bro. Didn't I tell you don't be betting on that, man? I told you don't be betting on that, betting on nothing crazy in that fight like that. You was too certain that Morrell was gonna win, and that was just one of those fights the way you just didn't know who was gonna win for real, bro. Nah, man. But Morrell came out really comfortable. You know, he came out really comfortable, relaxed. When the fight first started, really putting together some heavy leather on Benavidez, but Benavidez persevered. It was a tit for tat type of fight until towards like the mid later rounds. You said if the ref didn't take a point away, Morrell would have won. I don't know. I think Benavidez put enough rounds in the bank to kind of took it away. I don't know. Really good action fight. You really don't see the light heavyweight division actually have been pretty action packed lately, right? The light heavyweight fights we've been seeing lately been pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Pretty action packed. Pretty action packed, man. You said a dirty ref. You said what do I think about Morrell's performance? I thought he put up a really good performance, man. Considering he only had 11 fights, that was one of the things for me for Morrell in that fight is what his experience. What do he got enough experience? And nah, he really didn't. Benavidez, he's not like his punches is his biggest strength, but he's pretty straightforward. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of know what he's gonna do, and I kind of expected Morrell, being from the Cuban amateur background and everything, to kind of really be a lot more slippery, be a lot more slick, things like that. But he really didn't do it, and he really didn't do it. Maybe the pressure from Benavidez was just too much, and fatigue started kicking in. Yeah, I think Benavidez would have won anyway, man. I think Benavidez put enough rounds in, and he got the job done. Hey, Foden looked good tonight. Foden did good. What's the dude's name he fought? Figueroa looked terrible. Absolutely terrible. His brother looked that bad too. His last fight, oh my, He looked just like that, just terrible. It was just same thing, exact same thing, exact same thing, terrible. We said Benavidez juicing. I don't know, man. Him and his brother, they always be having pimples and shit. If you look at Benavidez back in the day before the money kicked in, he had bad skin, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not about to sit here and say dude was on juicing and shit. Actually, Benavidez was tripping because Morrell team didn't want to take the test, allegedly, right? So I can't do that. You said Morrell would have won if he had better conditioning. Possibly. I think conditioning was a factor for him, honestly. I think that was a factor. Salute to Hollow Ninja for the super chase. This modern day combat masterpiece. Morrell fought him the right way, but the one thing we know for sure, Benavidez will get crushed by Beaver and Better Beef. Round 11 in the fight was crazy. Yes, it was. It was a crazy fight, man. One of the best fights we've seen this year already. This year just started, though, so it's kind of early, but it's starting the year off right. Morrell face was all messed up. And Benavidez put that work on him, man. And Benavidez took his power a lot better than I expected too. Y'all smash that like button for your boy, man. David Benavidez gets the job done once again. The Mexican monster remains undefeated. And now we see why Canelo Alvarez didn't want no smoke with David Benavidez. I mean, some people were saying that Canelo knocks Benavidez out, but yeah, right. Yeah, right. You said Benavidez never hurt Morrell. He didn't really necessarily have to hurt him, but nah, Benavidez won that fight, bro. Salute to Chip the Boy for the super chat. He says levels. Y'all new ninjas need to watch more boxing. Yeah, man. That's why I was leaning towards Benavidez, man. I was leaning towards Benavidez, bro. Someone was telling me he was gonna get it done. I just didn't experience. Experience, man. Experience. You said Better Beef stops Beevil under 9. Possibly. How much will Better Beef have left after the next Beevil fight? All these bees. How much will he have left after the next Beevil fight? But I do think fatigue conditioning was a factor for Morrell in the fight. He just couldn't really keep up with the output that Benavidez was pushing out. Benavidez is just going to constantly throw. And I think those body shots early on from Benavidez was a good deposit early um, that really showed later in the fight. Salute to Hollow Ninja for another super chat. He says, correction, Bushido. The pressure in the fight switched multiple times. But Benavidez applied pressure, then Morrell will apply pressure. That was awesome. It was a great fight, dude. It was a great fight. But I just felt like Benavidez just had the momentum for the majority of it. You know what I'm saying? It was a tit for tat type of fight. It was a back and forth, especially early on. Benavidez to get his combo off, and then Morrell to get his combo off. It was crazy. I don't know. Do we need to see a rematch? Do y'all want to see a rematch? That's the question. Do we want to see a rematch? You said Pitbull, then Pitbull never impressed, and he's a dirty fighter. He likes to use his head a lot and shit. Pitbull is whack, bro. That's what he get. That's what he get. He almost lost against old boy. Did he lose? Either way, that's what he get, man. That's what he get. You said no need for a rematch. You said yes. Nah. Nah, Benavidez clearly won. Tank will destroy him in the rematch. Yeah, easy work. Pitbull is whack. I don't like Pitbull because he likes to cheat. He gets dirty when things not going his way. He starts to use his head and shit. He's dirty. He's fun to watch, but he's all right. He's a strong C level. Hey, but Vita's cold, man. You said Benavidez versus Yard? You said I got my money on Yard. That's a good fight. You said Morrell dropped and hurt Benny multiple times. Hey, I told y'all this fight was a close for a reason, man. It was a tit for tat. It was a tit for tat fight. This is why I just couldn't pick. Like, man, I don't know, man. I'm leaning towards Benavidez though, but it can go either way, man. These dudes, and it pretty much was that. But I think, as far as having the momentum for the majority of the fight, I would say Benavidez. He definitely won that, and then he put together some really nasty work with a lot of good combinations. I mean, it was a really good fight, dude. You said how I feel about the point deduction. I think it was bullshit. But will it have affected the scorecards? I don't know. I think they was gonna give it to Benavidez regardless. You said Morrell translator lost him the fight. You said what happened to the so-called monster? He won. He got the job done tonight. You said that ref had money on Morrell. Yeah, the translator cost him the fight. Yeah, he needs to learn English. That's what he get, bro. That's what I told y'all, man. I don't be saying that shit just to be funny. That's why you need to learn the fucking language. You got Ronnie Shields yelling at you in the corner with his English accent. His country has an English accent. And then you got a dude speaking Spanish. Yeah, I mean, come on, bro. Too much going on in the corner, dude. Like, just a bunch of confusion in the corner. Like, nah, man. Like, you've been out here for too long to not understand at least what Ronnie Shields is saying, bro. I give them no excuses, bro. Benavidez got really good punch selections, man. He got nice uppercuts. He did some of everything tonight, man. He threw almost every kind of punch you could throw. Good body work, good uppercuts, good jabs to the body, rights to the body. I mean, Benavidez did some of everything. I think Morrell being a more skilled guy, Morrell to me watching it looked he was fast, but I think I I felt like he should have been faster. I feel like he should have been lighter on his feet. Like he seemed like he was just real heavy. Not necessarily like his hand speed. His hand speed's kind of sloppy at times, and he keep his hands kind of low at times. This is why I say he's kind of rough around the edges. But he seemed really heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't. He should have been a lot faster than that on his feet. I think if he was a lot faster on his feet at times, and he stood in front of Benavidez a lot too. You know, he stood in front of Benavidez a lot and let Benavidez. That's what Benavidez does his best work. And when you stand in front of him, he just kind of stood in front of him and got hit with a whole sequence. Like, come on, bro. Salute to Hollow Ninja for another super chat to sponsor the stream. He says Benavidez won. Ref did Morrell dirty in round 11 with a point deduction. If Morrell threw more, he could have drawn the fight. Also, that was a knockdown. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a draw. What watching the fight, like as it go through the early rounds to the mirror, I'm thinking like, man, this fight might end up being a fucking draw. But then Benavidez kind of start to really just keep up the pace. You know what I'm saying? Benavidez, he's one of those fighters like Errol Spence used to be, that get stronger as the fight goes. You said that shit was 116, 112. You said you think he was heavy on his feet because that's possible. That is possible. That body work slowed him down pretty significantly, and he put money in the bank early. Benavidez had a good game plan, dude. He's a really good fighter, man. To make up for his lack of real significant foot speed, he makes up for it like crazy, bro. His pressure, like I told you guys, is just ridiculous in there. And he's throwing punches he's throwing all kinds of different punches from every angle. And he got really, really good hand speed. You said Morrell only won one round. Oh yeah, Morningstar. That's definitely why Canelo don't want the fight, bro. He don't want that fight. That work rate is too much work. It is way too much work. That is way too much work. You think Canelo wants to work that hard right now? Hell no, he barely want to fight Bud. Just let alone getting there with a dude that calls himself the Mexican monster. Come on. Salute to Basket Rock for the super chat. He says, greetings for the mean streets of North Omaha. He said, Benavidez really is a monster. Yeah, he is, bro. He's fun to watch. Benavidez is great, bro. He's great for the sport. I'm a fan. He's all around just great for the sport. You know what I'm saying? He's bilingual. I mean, Benavidez is dope, man. He just never go get a shot with Canelo to really kind of take him to that next level. So he got to try to pave his own path in. Hopefully it'll work out for him. Because Canelo definitely not going to fight him now. I say Morrell probably won about, I give him about 5 rounds, 4 rounds. Some of them may be kind of like swing, like, either way type of situation. You said Shushu want the winner of Figueroa and Foden? I know one thing. Figueroa is done, bro. Him and his brother Omar. Omar literally fought the exact same way on his last fight. We know they both got that same aggressive style, but it was nothing on them punches. It was almost like he was just arm punching, pity patting. It's like, what is he doing? Omar did the exact same thing. Who the fuck is training these dudes, bro? And then his little brother went out the same exact way. But Foden came out there with some Tim's on, with some work pants. Foden, and then he was getting booed and shit for no reason, man. Salute to Scooter, man. 2-time champion, 2 division champion too. Oh yeah, Canelo's superfood for Benny, man. Benavidez might as well forget about it. He gotta fight Better Beef Beaver, bro. He ain't gonna get in that Canelo fight. He was being too mean too. So not only is he's a really bad fight for Canelo, but he was being mean. And Canelo don't like when you being mean to him because then he ain't gonna give you no payday and shit. You gotta be nice to him and shit. This shit's lame. Can't wait till this guys get the fuck up out of boxing, bro. Can't wait till you get up out of there. Yeah, Foden got busy, man. Foden's that dog, man. Salute to Schoolboy stuff, man. He looked real small in there compared to dude too. Now Canelo gets smoked by Benavidez bad. That's a horrible fight. Because at least Morrell had the height, right? Morrell had the height. He was taller, and he had the reach to deal with Benavidez, and he still got beat up. You know what I'm saying? Benavidez gonna be tough, bro. Benavidez gonna be tough. Yeah, Benavidez beating the hell out of Canelo, bro. That's a real bad fight for him. That's probably one of the worst matchups for Canelo. That's a horrible fight for Canelo Alvarez, and his team knows it. There's nothing he can do in that fight. There's literally nothing he can do against Benavidez, bro. Morrell's a bigger dude with some athletic ability, maybe not as much experience, but he's a bigger, more capable guy physically, man. Canelo gets destroyed by Benavidez. He probably win 2 rounds, and those probably be takeoff rounds. Like Benavidez destroys him, bro. Just oh my goodness, it just won't work. And then Canelo's also falling down the hill anyway, so it's not like this is prime Canelo. People acting like Canelo's in his prime and shit. Canelo's skating by, man. He's hanging on. He's almost falling off the cliff and shit, bro. David Benavidez's only option is Beef or Better Beef at this point, unless he fights somebody like a Yard. But Anthony Yard, we haven't heard nothing from him in a minute. You said Benavidez is tailor made? Hell no. Hell no. Because Benavidez, unlike a lot of those lower IQ fighters that Canelo been fighting, like Munguia, who is now training with Canelo, actually, by the way, and Berlanga, these dudes lack experience, man. Benavidez will get up in there and put them combos on this dude, throw them up because he's going to attack the body. He's going to keep the pressure on him. He's not going to let Canelo dictate the pace. Nah, bro. Nah. And he seems to really, truly live by that monster nickname. Like, you could tell he has to live by that when he fights. You could just see it in his face. And I would argue that Morrell is probably a harder puncher than Canelo, especially on a consistent basis. And he dealt with Morrell pretty well. Canelo had to put everything he got behind them shots against Benavidez. It's a bad fight, dude. It's a real bad fight for Canelo. Yeah, Morrell beats Canelo too. Yeah, Morrell got to be careful though. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Morrell gets real sloppy. Um, he gets real sloppy at times. You said Canelo no head movement. Canelo used to have good head movement for a period of time. He don't move his head like he used to. He's a salute to priorities over luxury for the super chat. He says, "Hold up, I could have sworn in the contract he said the winner tonight fights the winner of Beef or Better Beef." I'm not sure what the contract said exactly, but if that's what it said, then that's what it needs to be. You said Canelo punching harder than Morrell and Benavidez. Nah, man, hell nah, hell nah. Canelo couldn't even put a dent in Chavez. Y'all forgot about a lot of Canelo's fights when he wasn't fighting weight drain dudes or older, smaller dudes and shit like that. Like he couldn't even really hurt the fucking dudes for real, bro. Oh, you had another super chat. My bad. Salute to Hollow Ninja for another super chat. The sponsor of the stream. He says 126 division. Better look out. The monster is coming. Yeah. So who said he's ducking? I think Eddie Hearn said the monster's ducking is mandatory or something like that. So I don't know, man. The monster got to fight somebody. He fought. Did he fight recently? Some Korean dude. There was, I'm sure, no, knocked him out. Nobody even talked about it. I mean, fuck. He got to fight somebody. Somebody that people care about now. He might have to move up again or something. He been kind of coasting. Nah, man, hell no. Canelo gets the man. That's a real bad fight for dude, bro. That's worse than Triple G. That's worse than like. That's probably one of the absolute worst. That's one of the worst matchups for Canelo because he's not gonna be able to really hurt Benavidez like that. Benavidez ain't gonna be intimidated by him. Benavidez ain't gonna be worried about nothing he's doing at all. He's gonna be pressuring him the whole fight, throwing blitzing combinations. You know what I'm saying? Hitting him all over the place. Fighting when Canelo don't want to fight because Canelo don't like to fight every second of every round. Benavidez gonna be keeping all that kind of pressure on him. It's gonna be crazy, bro. He ain't gonna nah. And then he's a younger dude too. Canelo got bad knees, got the Stone Cold Steve Austin brace on and shit. Nah, man. Hell nah. Man, Canelo, man. I don't know where y'all see this magical power from, man. Yeah, he knocked out the chinnier dudes. Like Amir Khan, who was originally a smaller guy, and then he knocked out James Kirkland, who who they say wasn't allowed to have Ann Wolf in his corner because we know Ann Wolf was like his sensu being a Super Saiyan mode or something. So I heard that's the rumor that he wasn't allowed to have her coach him, and he got knocked out. You know what I'm saying, pretty nasty style. But other than that, what other like crazy knockouts is Canelo employ? I mean, he went to distance with OG Miguel Cotto. He went the distance with what? Shane Mosley, right? He went the distance with a lot of dudes. Like if he was really a puncher, he should have been smoking them. Salute Picasso for the super chase. He said, Super shoot, I just left T-Mobile Arena and the crowd was crazy. He said, I thought that a 118-108 scorecard was wild. Yeah, man, that was 108, 118, 108. That's too wide, bro. That's way too wide. It wasn't no 118, 108. I would say like 116, 112, or so something a little closer than that. Nah, that's crazy. But Morrell was arguably Benavidez's toughest fight to date. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a really good fight for both fighters, honestly. Um, as far as building them up and building character, you saw what they made of. It was a really tough fight. It was a lot of bad blood. It was a lot on the line. This is a good fight. So I don't think no guy's stock should drop from this. Well, I don't think Morrell's stock should drop from this. Because this is what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? 11 fights. He fought one of the more feared dudes in the sport, and David Benavidez, and he, put it on him. But I think the pressure from Benavidez was just a little too much, and I think fatigue was a factor. Conditioning was a factor in the fight. Salute to Hollow Ninja for the super chat. He says, Right On season on February 22nd is going to be the biggest event of this year so far. I bought the pay-per-view for $25. That card is stacked. Everyone should buy it. Actually, speaking of buying pay-per-views, this pay-per-view was what? 80 some bucks, bro. Like, I mean, it was worth it though. You know what I'm saying? But 80 something bucks, bro. Like, nah, man. Even if it was worth it, that's still a lot, dude. Like, that's a fucking lot to ask. 80 something fucking dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like, come out to like 90 bucks, then it's over. You know what I'm saying? You didn't buy the subscription for a week. You didn't buy stars for the month. You don't get none of that. You bought a fight for almost $100 and it's over with. Luckily, it was a great fight. You know what I'm saying? But goddamn, y'all can't be charging people them prices, bro. You can't do it. 80 something dollars. You know what I'm saying? Versus Turkey and them charging $25, 25 or 40. Very reasonable, very fair. But when you talking close to $100 outside of like the super fights, nah, man, y'all smoking. But hopefully it did well. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it did well for those guys' sake, man, because they put up a hell of a fight. All the fights was good fights on there. All the three main event fights was good fights. He said Morrell knocked Benavidez down. Y'all can't erase history. You said they showed mad respect to each other. Yeah, after so long, yeah. After you hitting on each other for that long, you got to start to respect each other, bro. You said Bud, Rick, Jose, I can't wait. Salute to you for the super chat. You said better be even be beating both of these. If not, Canelo, you think? Canelo ain't beating none of them. None of the three Bs. He's not beating them. Yeah, it is high, man. It's high. It's too high. And then Tank Lamont fight is like 80 some dollars too. It's like PBC need to chill out, bro. Like I get it. Y'all going out of business sale. It's a going out of business sale. I get it. But fuck, bro. 80 something bucks, bro. And then motherfuckers gotta have gas to get to work for the next. Nah, man. Y'all gotta lower that price. You said last Saturday they'll get with these fixed fights. Oh man, I don't know if it was fixed, man. Maybe I don't know. Like I told you guys yesterday, it'll be better for boxing if Benavidez won. He's the more marketable fighter. He's a fighter that they built. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they want us to pay $90 for Lamont Roach fight, bro. Sis, they want us to pay $90, almost $100, bro. Almost $100. You know what you could do with $100? Come on, man. You said Tank getting the fire stick. My Keyshawn ticket's already bought. Yeah, Tank go get fire sticked a lot, bro. I mean, good luck trying to. Good luck, bro. $80 is a lot, man. Floyd Mayweather got away with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Canelo can get away with it, but not too many people can get away with them $80 pay-per-views. Spencer Crawford got away with it because that was a super fight. You know what I'm saying? That was the super fight that everybody was waiting for. So they got what they was asking for. I mean, it was worth it too. You know what I'm saying? But even though it was a one-sided beatdown, um, it was worth it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to say Benavidez Morrell is not worth it, but in the grand scheme of things, bro. $80 for two fighters. One fighter never really, you know what I'm saying? Like Spencer Crawford was two kind of big names in the sport. Yeah, the economy is horrible, man. The economy is bad, and they charging $80 for fights, $90 for some fights, bro. Oh yeah, Clarissa Shields fight tomorrow too. Papoose was in the building with us simping. So yeah, he like them warlords. Yeah, watch for the hook. It was a hell of a fight. Great fight. You said don't put no more money in Tank's account. Yeah, Tank be talking shit too. No, we shouldn't. Since he be talking about all that shit about money, we should stream that fight. And I'm not even an advocate for streaming these fights publicly, like telling you guys don't. But Tank is an asshole. And he be talking shit. What he say? Your attitude ain't matching your bank account or something slick. He said, all right, cool. You gonna say your bank account look when everybody fire sticking that shit, little dude. Papoose, bro. He like the warlords, man. Salute to Hollow Ninja for the super chat. He says a lot of cats said they streamed the heck out of Tank vs. Roach. I am one of them, bro. Right Out season on the 22nd is giving us way more for less. Yeah. And Right Out season is coming up before that. Oh my god. Yeah, hello? Yeah, my bad. I had to call this shit. Yeah, Right Out season is coming up before that. You said you definitely not buying that Tank fight. Man, it's a lot to ask, bro. So they just got damn near $100 out of you. Early what's this? January? No, early February, and then early March they'll get another $100 about you. $100 a month, man. You might as well buy the zone. I think if Tank Lamont does bad, the numbers and shit, it's gonna really hurt PPC. It's gonna hurt PPC. Because you best believe this fight did bad. As great as the fight was, you best believe it did bad. They overpricing it, bro. It's easier for somebody, even if they didn't got it, either they don't got it like that. It's easier for them to spend 25 to 30 to $40 versus a whole fucking $80, $90, bro. Like, I ain't got it this week, but I do got like $40. I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, y'all taxing, bro. You said Clarissa was showing the cake at the weigh-in. Yeah, she got to sell the fight. She got to sell the fight. Nobody was there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was there, bro. That shit was empty. Like everything I seen of that Clarissa fight with what's that the chicken name? Danielle Perkins. Everything I seen looked like it was just empty as hell. You said Clarissa got no self-respect. I think she's the product of her environment. She come up with that generation. Rowdy, loud, annoying, insufferable. A lot of warlords, barbarians. Yeah, she come from that type of, you know. She gotten better though. I ain't gonna lie. Chris had gotten better, but at the same time, she kind of got worse too. If that makes sense. Maybe because of the money and the fame. You say you're not interested in Tank Rose. I'm interested in seeing how Lamont Rose looks against Tank. It should be a good fight. Lamont Roach ain't playing. Salute to Chip the Bud for the super chat. He said he said I stole it. Not cause I didn't have it, but cause I didn't feel like a sucker for He said, but because I didn't want to feel like a sucker prepared for it, bro. I feel you, bro. Ain't it? Or you got it, but it's like, nah. Nah, bro. He said, I stole it. Yeah, man. People gonna take your fight, Tank. You know what I'm saying? You be talking shit to fans and you got a lot of smoke for fans. Man, please. He be ready to fight fans. Somebody he gonna hunt you down. He posting dudes pictures. Ain't nobody know this dude's location and where he be at. All this crazy shit, bro. He be doing some wild shit. He ain't even like that for real though. He is not like that for real. There's no way he's like that for real, bro. Dudes that's like that, nah, come on, man. Stop acting, dude. Stop acting, bro. You get up out of there when the going gets rough, dog. Oh yeah, we got Keyshawn. Yeah, what did Keyshawn say? He said the Andy Cruz fight. He said that's the fight he won, but he said that fight ain't that big yet. He said he want to wait till that fight gets bigger. It won't sell if it was made now. It won't sell, and that's true. That's true. It won't sell if it was to happen like right now. I don't think Andy could beat Keyshawn right now anyway. Maybe Andy needs a little bit more work before he can kind of catch up to Keyshawn. But I think Keyshawn would beat the shit out of Andy, especially depending on how Keyshawn looks in this fight against this Bechanic dude. We gonna see. You said I'm talking about this one, but I still tanks too. PBC better respect the market. I'm telling you, bro. They better come to a negotiation table with us fans. You know what I'm saying? All this 80, what's this, 80-20 shit they be doing, paying $80. Man, how about we give you 20? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, how about we do that? $20 for the paper we negotiate. Your pay-per-view numbers will go up. You know what I'm saying? A lot more people be willing to buy it to get away from the links, which isn't really and hasn't been consistent lately since crack streams began cracked down on. So yeah, fans gonna still find a way to not pay. So they might as well come to the negotiation table with the fans and do like Turkey did and make this shit like $25, bro. That $80 shit, you just hurting the fighters by doing that. That's gonna make them look like they can't sell for real. It's not that they can't sell. It's like, bro, like $80, dude. 100, it's gonna come out to like 100. Nah. And it's not that they don't get it. It's just like, nah, bro. You're not about to do me like that when we got a car coming up in a couple of weeks that's stacked from top to bottom that's gonna last all damn day for $25. Nah, man. Tank probably gonna make sure he ain't in the same building as Terrence Crawford. He's gonna make sure of that. We don't really see Tank in the building too much. You said Carissa crashed out for Papoose, a bald-headed married man with kids and a wife that won't fight you. But they say Papoose knocked old boy out. His clone, his doppelganger dude. They said Papoose actually knocked that dude out. Hey, yeah, Izzy lost, man. I see his reaction to the loss too. He watched it and said he's real cool about it. But I just tell you, I think all good things must come to an end, man. Israel Adesanya got a lot of fucking fights, a lot of fights. So this was inevitable, man. It was gonna eventually happen. You know what I'm saying? You know, some dude you never heard of end up beating like a legend. That just kind of happens. You know what I'm saying? And Izzy did his thing in all combat sports. You know what I'm saying? He reached the top in like almost all the sports except for like boxing. So, Adesanya will go down as one of the all-time great fighters. But yeah, he lost tonight, man. Or this morning, afternoon. 'Cause 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 this morning, Yeah, MVP got the W though. Yeah, he did, and he was the underdog. Yeah, yeah, I respect $50, $49, what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? But that's funny. You say they both dating a clone of each other, which means they truly. You ain't lying about that, Miss Bernice. They really is. Cause what's her name? Remy Mazza. She's a chief warlord for sure. You know what I'm saying? She's a chief warlord. Like, yeah, they warlords. So he went straight from one same type of chick. One shoot, one fight. I mean, goddamn. Holy shit, man. Papoose. You say Izzy is missing something mentally? He probably is, bro. He probably is. He probably don't really want to do it no more, but his body's like on autopilot with it. He probably had to get that one last fight to see if he could still do it and make one last run. Well, I think out of sight should go ahead and just hang it up. He don't need to stick around like Silver did. Just go ahead and get up out of here, bro. But yeah, man. Dave Morrell. What's next for Dave Morrell? You know, we all could assume what's next for Benavidez, and this could be better Beaver Beaver. But what's next for David Morrell now? Where does he go from here? Light heavyweight division isn't the most deepest stacked division. So what is it? Where do he go from here? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Pereira win was all Izzy had left, bro. He put all he had into that last fight, and then he was never the same after that. That happens, dude. You see these fighters sometimes they put out all they got into a fight, and then they're never the same, whether they win or lose that fight. They're never the same after that one fight. And Izzy was never the same after that win over Pereira. That was the ultimate victory for him anyway. You can always go back and watch the fight replay. That's the perk of having the app. I mean, yeah, that'd be cool if there was no such thing as the internet, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can go on. I mean, it'd be on Twitter like right after. You know what I'm saying? Be on YouTube right after. You know what I'm saying? Be on Instagram right after. You know what I'm saying? People posting clips and shit right after, bro. So all that like watching the replay and stuff, that's I don't know, man. Yeah. Yeah, Morrell still got room to go. That's why I was telling you guys, man. I feel like Morrell was kind of rough around the edges. I feel like Morrell still like needed some work. Like he's just something was like missing. Like he just seems kind of like, we saw it tonight. He stood in front of Benavidez too much. He just stood in front of him too much. He stood in front of him too much. That's all. Yeah, fight's way more exciting when it's live, ain't it, Miss Bernice? Yeah, it is. When nobody knows what's gonna happen. Exactly. That's when it's most exciting, when nobody knows what's gonna happen. You say a trilogy? I mean, I'm down for it. I think Morrell should win a couple more fights first to gain some more experience, and then meet Benavidez somewhere down the line. They both still young, so yeah, they definitely should fight again somewhere in the future. But Morrell must win, and he must look good, or the fight won't make sense. He needs to learn English too, but along the way. You said you think they would be career rivals? Yeah, possibly. If Morrell can get a win off on Benavidez, that'd be good. That'd be good for like a career rivalry for sure. You waiting for Jamal versus Ortiz? Oh yeah, that's coming up. That's gonna be good, man. I think Virgil Ortiz is the favorite in that fight. Yeah, Morrell just needs to go back to the drawing board. Um, I think he needs to improve his conditioning. Especially if you're gonna deal with Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna have to deal with a guy like Benavidez, we may have to see him again anyway. If Benavidez somehow obtains the titles, you're gonna have to run to him eventually anyway. You're gonna have to get that conditioning up to deal with the pressure that he brings in these fights. And Morrell looked like he has some muscle on him. I'm not sure if that was weight muscle or whatever, but he seemed heavy in this fight. But it was a really good fight. It was really a tit for tat, back and forth affair. But then I think um, Benavidez had the bigger gas tank. He had the bigger gas tank overall. Of course, the knockdown and the point deduction could have possibly played a factor, but I feel like Benavidez just put the rounds in the bank, and he had to clean it. He was just getting it. He was just busy. Yeah, Morrell was Benavidez's toughest fight, bro. He was his toughest fight. Wait, what? You said Luca to Lakers for Anthony Davis? No way, that's true. No way, that's true. You said Morrell was playing too much moonwalking and shit. That's why I call him Dancing David. Dancing and all that. That's why I was calling him Dancing David. He always dancing or something. You said that trade is true? What? Luca to the Lakers for Anthony Davis? I mean, that's a good trade for Dallas because they got some really pretty, that's a good trade for Dallas, but I don't that's not a good trade for the Lakers. That's not a good trade for the Lakers, bro. Yeah, Luca's damaged. Yeah, we don't know how Luca is. Change the course real quick, talk basketball, but we don't know how Luca's been sent out this whole season. He hasn't really looked good this season. When he was here, he wasn't as consistent. He's out. But him going to the Lakers, that won't help them at all. They need AD over there. You know what I'm saying? AD do a little bit of everything. Yeah, he's always down. Anthony Davis always down. But when he's up, he's up. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron can't really put out consistency like AD can, even though AD is fragile. You said Luca is much better than a hurt, healthy Davis, but I don't think Luca's gonna last as long. And Luca don't play defense. What? Bro, that's crazy, bro. That Luca trade is crazy. That's breaking news. Where did that come from? I thought Dallas loved Luca. I don't know. That's a crazy trade, bro. That's breaking news. Luca to the Lakers? I don't know, bro. I don't think that's a. I mean, Luca's good. Let's not get it twisted. Dude, he's magical. But I don't know if that's a good fit for them, bro. Some telling me he needs to stay where he was at. And why would you get rid of AD? Like that's kind of crazy to me. He's a good big man who's a defender who was blocking shots and shit like that. And he could put up like 30 points a fucking night. Like, why would you get rid of that guy? For Luca. Luca he was cool where he was at on Dallas. Yeah, LeBron did that shit, man. LeBron did that. Oh, you said Dallas got a new owner. I don't know if Bron approved that trade, bro. I thought Bron and AD was cool. Like LeBron was like, man, it's your team when I'm gone. Look at the Bronny for me. What happened? Luca's not gonna be able to look at the Bronny. Hey, you said LeBron can't win nothing. He can't. LeBron can't do nothing without having some help, bro. He always got LeBron is good though. You know what I'm saying? But man, nah, man. Nah. Nah, he always need help. Just like KD. KD always running to help and shit. You know what I'm saying? KD be running to help. You know. You said Luka Trash and Anthony fakes injuries all the time. Anthony always hurt. But Lakers need that dude, bro. That's a good that's gonna help Dallas out a lot. Cause they got Lively, they'll have Lively and Gafford. Those dudes be crashing the boards and shit. They play like big men. And then you, man, that's a good fit. Then it'll be Kyrie's team, Kyrie and AD's team. I don't know. That's a crazy. That's breaking news. That's breaking news. But yeah, you guys. The other breaking news: David Benavidez defeats his nemesis and rival David Morrell Jr. Excellent fight, man. Hopefully they fight in the future though. You know, hopefully Morrell can kind of bounce back and get some momentum and get the people's attention to make another fight. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna have to win and he gonna have to be impressive in doing so. Um, maybe get a title or something, and then he could possibly get back up in there with David Benavidez once again. But salute to everybody in the building, man. Much love to all you guys for stopping in. Thank you to everybody that donated to the channel today. And yeah, man, David Benavidez, the Mexican Monster, did his thing. Yeah, great fight, great fight. Salute to everybody in the building. Hit that like button if you catch the replay. Love you, Mom. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.